If my true nature is not confined to this physical body, then what role does my physical body play in discovering my true nature? It's been a hard thing for me to figure out along this journey. In one way, my body tends to feel like it is just me. I mean, as I've talked about before, that is exactly the conclusion that you could come to if you're not investigating further into what you actually are. It's like, oh yeah, I am just this human body. And in another way, that argument starts to break down when I say, okay, well, I consider this finger part of me, but if I removed this finger somehow, though I would be in great pain, I would still be. I would not say that I'd cease to exist. Now, that's just an example of a very, very long process that there's an entire segment of meditation on. Body scans, and, I mean, way more than that. There's practices like Qigong, where a big portion of it is finding the connection between your body and your true nature. The thing is, while I cannot say that I am just my human body, I also have to remember that my human body is not separate from my true nature. If I cannot draw a boundary on what I exactly am, then I cannot exclude my body from, just my true essence. I actually think body work has been more enlightening than just the plain-faced contemplation, and even in some ways, regular meditation that's all just about focus of the mind and quieting down thoughts. Full body awareness is probably what's been most helpful for me. And there's a very practical reason to apply full body awareness, even if you don't care about awakening. I personally have a very strange body. I had scoliosis as a kid, pretty severely, and I got a spinal fusion surgery when I was 15. And as a result of both the scoliosis and the spinal fusion surgery, I have some weird quirks about my body. The middle part of my spine is permanently fused, stuck together. And I have some resulting joint and tendon pain because of my weird bodily affliction. So I think it was just kind of a no-brainer for me that finding presence of mind through my body was going to be a clear path for me to some kind of bigger awakening. Full body awareness just makes everything easier. Especially if you suffer from some kind of chronic pain like I do, related to my strange body. Applying awareness to all those perceived problems with it automatically makes them easier to deal with. And in some ways, makes them disappear. A long period of applying full body awareness when I'm experiencing joint pain, just putting full awareness on the joints that are aching, weirdly makes the joint pain go away after a while. The thing is, though, I cannot come at it with the end goal of, go away, joint pain. Even if that ends up being the effect. The same way that I cannot say, go away, anxiety or racing thoughts. It has to just be pure awareness as the primary goal. And it just so happens that an outcome of awareness to pain without the need for pain to go away is that the pain does go away. Yeah, so strange. So incredibly strange. In the same way that I have also said that I deal with bad habits by saying I approve of said perceived bad habit. And then it ironically makes the habit cease to be such a problem for me. Full body awareness, in turn, is sort of saying, hey, I approve of everything that's going on for me right now. I approve of any ways that my body is comfortable. I approve of any ways that my body is uncomfortable. I approve of it in exactly the way that it is right now, with no need for it to change whatsoever. That is what translates to an absolutely euphoric feeling in the body. But again, you have to keep that awareness neutral, or neutral's not a great word for it. Because it's very loving. It feels neutral because it's saying, hey, I don't have any motive. I'm just a flat plane of awareness, but by not forcing it to be any different than it is, it really is loving awareness. So that's just the practical effect of applying full body awareness, is that basic moving around with your body becomes a lot easier, more efficient, more pleasant feeling. But what it does for me in terms of awakening, when I do body scans, apply full body awareness, just get really, really in touch with my physical being, there's a certain, I can't remember what it's called. It's like, there's like word satiation, where you say a word so many times that it loses all of its meaning for a little while. I feel into my body so much that it just feels like the sense of it being me tends to wither down. I'm feeling into it so much that it feels no more indicative of any boundary of what I am than anything else. Almost becomes a foreign object after a while. It's a weird, I'd call it out of body, but I'm still very much there with my body. But yeah, it's again such an ironic, counterintuitive result. Feeling into my body fully allows me to transcend the idea that I am strictly this human body. It helps me get in touch with my soul, my spirit, as you could call it. And man, it just feels great to be alive when you just light up every cell of your entire body with awareness. It's so funny that almost any spiritual healing that you can try to do, you have to come at it from a completely opposite approach than you would expect to. I want to get rid of bad habits. Well, I better approve of them. I want to make unpleasant emotions easier to deal with. Well, then just allow those unpleasant emotions to be exactly as they are. I want to not feel confined and imprisoned by this human body. Feel into your body as strongly as possible. Yeah, no, it's bizarre. It's bizarre, and I don't know who's writing the rule book for all of these spiritual instructions. God himself has just a really roundabout way of reconciling any issue. But I really do sincerely love my body. And that's a path that has been very difficult for me to get to. Both from my spinal issues and, the various dysmorphias that we just kind of naturally have in this Western society when we're put in front of the standard media all the time. But I really, really do sincerely love my body. And that love is expressed and comes from the source of just awareness. The greatest, most pure love that you can show anything at all is just awareness of it.